Okay, today we will see the lesson grade 11 maths graphs. It's a frequently asking question in our exam paper, typical problem. So put that in graphs. This you learn in grade 10 also, graph questions, parabolic curves. Actually graphs we have straight line graphs, parabolic graphs and some other graphs. Today I will show you how to draw the parabolic graphs, or another name graphs, or another heading we called graphs of quadratic functions. Graphs of quadratic functions, right? Okay, so right next, a general form. General form of this quadratic function. Y equal ax square plus bx plus c. Y equal ax square plus bx plus c is the general form of our O-level type graphs. Where, write this, where a, B and C. A, B and C are constants. That means numbers, right? A, B, C are constants. So every graphs in our OL math should be a quadratic function, x square type. Y equal that form, then only you can trace parabolic shapes. And right below, if a greater than 0, if a greater than 0, what do you mean that? A means in front of x square, the number, what we call coefficient. A greater than 0, if a greater than 0, the graph is minimum. The graph is minimum, right? A greater than 0, that means positive in front of x square plus number, the graph is minimum. And draw rough shape of the minimum curve, it's a minimum graph. If a greater than 0, the graph is minimum. Right next, if a less than 0, if a less than 0, that means in front of x square, minus comes, negative, less than 0 means minus value, the graph is maximum. If a less than 0, the graph is maximum. So show a rough diagram, maximum curve, like that maximum curve. So in your exams, there are two types of curves, either max or min, right? Minimum curve or maximum curve. Always there's a full 10 marks question, easy problem, one of the easy question in our paper. Okay, now I show you the general pattern of a graph and what are the parts they ask generally, typically asking question in exam paper. So I should draw a diagram, minimum curve, and I answer part by part how to solve or how to answer such a parabolic types, right? So draw this diagram, x-axis, y-axis, the origin, or so like this, the graph like this. The graph is like this. And here I say A, here I mark B, here mark C, here this last point, say D. But you know that side these are positive values, plus values. So I say a minus C, the negative numbers. Here also D minus, no? Minus D. So copy this diagram in your exercise book. So before this, better you stop the video and take a note book and you can follow my note to get good knowledge in the parabolic graphs. Okay, this is my first video for grade 11. Already I published so many videos for other grades. So better subscribe and tick with the bell sign. Then you will receive many attractive videos of mine, mathematics, full solving problems. I will publish one by one for grade 11. So please subscribe and press the bell sign. Okay, it's the graph I roughly drawn. Is A, here B, here C, here minus D. Because below the x-axis minus value, here is minus value. Okay, so write number one. Equation of the symmetric axis. Equation of the symmetric axis. Equation of the symmetric axis. So you know, you learn in the grade 10 maths, every parabolic curve has symmetric. Grade 10 graphs are limited. Grade 10 problems limited. Here unlimited, different shapes. Or the shape is minimum, maximum, but so many parts they ask in oil paper. Grade 10, if you recollect, you learn all the symmetric graphs. Symmetric axis are y-axis. Symmetric line is a y in grade 10 syllabus. So here how to find the symmetric axis equation. So through the minimum lowest point, draw a line, straight vertical line where it cuts the x-axis at A. Therefore we called x equal A. So symmetric equation x equal A. So generally I am showing this before go to the harder problems. So in question here is 2 comes, say x equal 2. If it's minus 1, say x equal minus 1. So generally I put A. So x equal A is the symmetric equation. Right, second one. Minimum value of the function. Minimum value of the function. Minimum value of the function. So one thing, remember the function means something confused. Function, graph, y, all similar, same meaning, right? Function means graph, y means graph, graph means graph. Function, graph, y, all same meaning. So minimum value of the function, that means minimum value of the graph. So see the parabolic curve, the last point y value, give the y value only. So if it's minus 5, say minus 5. If it's minus 2, say minus 2. If it's plus 2, say plus 2. I mark D, but negative below the x-axis, therefore minus D. Only they don't write any y in the scheme, the all marking scheme, they put only the final y value, least minimum y value only. Right, third one, third part. Coordinates of the turning point. Coordinates of the turning point. Coordinates of the turning point. So what do you mean that? What the meaning of that question? Every parabolic curve has turning point, has a turning point. See here it comes like this, decreasing shape, come like this. And here change its shape, changing. Here comes down, here goes up. This is called turning point. Turning point means this. Because we have so many names. Turning point, minimum point, refraction point. It's called turning point. So what the coordinate means, give the x value along with the y value. So x is A, y is minus D, right? So A, comma minus D. That is that part. Coordinate of the turning point or minimum point or peak, sometimes called peak. For maximum curve we call peak. Right, fourth part. Fourth part. Write the range of x. Write the range of x. Write the range of x where the function negative, where the function negative. So there are so many range problem in the exams, right? I will show one by one how to answer such a range question. So not only drawing the curve, you have to answer all the other parts. Something we draw the graph, that's problem solved and everything okay. That's wrong. Wrong idea. You draw and answer all the other parts to get the full 10 marks in exams. So write the range of x where the function negative. So what do you mean function y value or graph, right? So y value negative where y negative, for example, this is 1, 2, positive 3, positive 4. Below only y negative, below only y negative, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So graph negative this part. Graph negative, graph means y value negatives. Here y value plus 2, y value 3, y value 5. Here y2, y value 3. Here y value minus 1, minus 2, like that. So this is the y negative. Below the x-axis, y negative. So what the range of x coordinates from here to here? Okay, between this, we can write between minus c and b. Between minus c and b, you can write like this. But in the scheme we show that, you can see that they shown as inequality form, inequality. So follow, improve that. Minus c less than x less than b. It is the way how to write the range of x where the function negative, right? Function negative. Right, next number 4, fifth one, part 5. Write the range of x, write the range of x, write the range of x where the function negatively decreasing. Write the range of x where the function negatively decreasing. Write the range of x where the function negatively decreasing. So see another expecting part in exams. See, what do you mean decreasing? See, when we plot, this is the first point. This is the first point we plot in a question drawing graphs. Here, for example, 7. Here 4. Here 3. Here 2. Here what happened? Graph value, y value decreasing. Y decrease, decrease. It's a positive value decreasing, positively decreasing. Here minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 are negatively decreasing. Negatively decreasing parts are this. Can you see this? Negatively decrease. These parts are negatively decreasing. So what the x value between what? Between this c and a. Between minus c and a, graph is negatively decrease. So the range of x you can write as inequality form. Minus c less than x less than up to a, right? Like this. It's the answer where the function negatively decreasing. So in the problem, these A, B, C are numbers, right? I generally explain this. That you can see how to use this, how to apply this in a question. Next, write part 6. Write the range of x, write the range of x where the function negatively increasing. Write the range of x where the function negatively increasing. Negatively increasing. So you can write that, what the answer. The same idea, negatively increasing. So here this decrease, 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 positive decrease, negatively decrease. Here increase, here increase. For example, here minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, here 0 and go. So this portion negatively increase part. So write the range of x value, what the x coordinates. See, between a and b. Between a and b increase, negatively increase, right? Between a and b. So as an inequality form, a less than x less than b, right? A less than x less than b, graph negatively increasing. So here, negatively increasing part from here to this part, negatively increasing part. Right, number 7. 7th problem, 7th part, how to answer such a question. Generally I am showing here this video. Right, is write the range of x where the function positive. Write the range of x where the function positive. Write the range of x where the function positive. So as I mentioned, function mean graph or the y value. Y positive where? Y positive here, +1, +2, +3, +4. Below minus answer. Y positive mean above the x-axis. Above the x-axis, y positive. Above the x-axis, y positive. So this one part, this all. So every part of this y positive symbol, positive sign. I also y positive. All the y parts are positive. Therefore, the answer, this is b more than that. For example, here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on. And here what? If it's for example -3, then small here less than, small side, smaller side, that side negative sign. -5, -2, just like it's -2, -3, -4, -5 negative. So two portion, this that side or this side. Therefore the answer, I take this one, x less than -c, no? Less than, smaller, and x what? Greater than b, greater than b. Don't write the equal symbol, right? Don't show the equal symbols for this. If they ask only, we mark the equal. If you show the equal, then 0 also consider. 0 also consider, because 0 no negative, no positive, it's neutral. No plus minus symbol belongs to 0. Therefore, don't show the equal symbols. This is the part 7. The range of x where the function positive. Right, next number 8. Problem, that next part 8. The equation of the above graph, the equation of the above graph, the equation of the above graph can be written in the form of, or can be shown in the form of, see this, without an equation, no graphs. As a straight line, y equal mx, y equal mx plus c or anything. Without an equation, no graph. So now only we see what is the equation of the graph. That's an important part in if you see all the past papers. There is this pattern. So there are so many types of writing equation. Just I show one. Y equal, the graph cuts here b, here minus c. Therefore, we call like this, x minus b, x plus c, right? Study properly. So if you learn that quadratic equation, because you can refer my previous videos, grade 10 I taught, grade 10 quadratic equations. That's enough to give ideas here. Every quadratic equation, 2 solutions. I published 9 videos in quadratic equations. So this is the equation of this graph. So how it's happened, this we call intersection pattern, right? Call that intersection pattern, where the graph intersect the x-axis. Where the graph intersect the x-axis. Intersecting pattern. So the graph, every quadratic equation, 2 solution. If you put y for 0, what is y means x-axis, y0 means x-axis. Y0 means x-axis, x0 means y-axis. So So if you put y for 0, you can see two solutions for this. If this is 0, this is 0, or this is 0. So x equal plus b, here c. X equal minus c, that's the answer. So we'll show many problems in the future. Problems I show in how to answer number numerically, the values are given. This is one of the pattern how to write the equation of the graph when cut the x-axis, right? Right, another one, next part. The equation of the above graph, can be shown in the form of, see another pattern of writing this equation, right? First I said intersection pattern where the graph cut the x-axis and we can collect it. And now see another pattern using this a symmetric value and the minimum value, using the symmetric value and the minimum or maximum. That is like this: y equal x minus a square minus minus d, it's minimum. This another pattern, right? In this pattern you can see what is the symmetric axis and the minimum value, or in maximum graph maximum value. So if you make this bracket to 0, what happened? X minus a to 0, so x equal a. That is symmetric equation. And the last one gives you the minimum value. Here minus d. The problem, if it comes 7, put here 7. If it's minus 3, put the minus 3, like this. It's a typical general form I shown. There are 9 parts. How to write this, how to answer such parts: symmetric equation, minimum value, turning point coordinates, and range of various range I shown. And finally types equation of this graph, right?